Josh, I'm rocking this fucking mullet tonight. Mullet ain't nothing to fuck with. Now, Redbone, I consider myself what you might call a problem solver. I know there's a lot of women, they don't give a shit about solving the problem. All they care about is somebody having empathy for the problem. But I think most men, we like to solve problems. Now, when I'm looking at a problem, I'm gonna put it in one of three categories. Unsolvable, easily solvable, or workaround. Now, inflation, that's through the fucking roof right now, and that's beyond my pay grade. So I'm gonna put that son of a bitch in unsolvable. Gas prices are high too, but I got a workaround. I don't go to the fucking pumps anymore, and I know what some of y'all might be thinking. Y'all might be saying, this faggot drives an electric car. No, I do not. But I have what's known as a Georgia credit card. Some of y'all might call it a siphon hose. And if you driving that white Hyundai Sonata out there, I apologize. You leaving on fucking E today. Now, there's a problem right here in Texarkana that some of y'all, it's not on the liberal media's not covering it, Fox News ain't covering it, I ain't seen shit about it on Facebook either, but the problem is, we got a little bottleneck at these Asian restaurants, and this is gonna sting to some of y'all, but I found the fucking root of the problem, and the root of the problem is, if you're not fucking Asian, you don't need to be using chopsticks. Y'all slowing down the fucking process, okay? I know, so one of my buddies said, well, Joe, it's kind of a culture thing. If you respect their culture, they'll respect you. Let me tell you something, there's only one thing an Asian person respects. It's not what you think, you sick son of a bitch. It's not an atomic fucking bomb. It's a 30 or higher on an ACT. I can promise you, those some bitches trimming your toenails, they got a 29. But this is what I want y'all to do, Texarkana. Next time you go into Fuji Kim's, I want you to order just like I ordered. All right? Bruce Lee walks up. What would you like? And what you tell him? He said, look here, player. Bring me a double order of them dragon rolls, some chicken fried rice. I want a triple shot of the yum yum sauce and hold that green shit sets my asshole on fire. And bring me a spork, hold them fucking chopsticks. And we get rid of that bottleneck. That's what you call an easily solvable problem. There's another one now. I'm not done. There's another problem we got in here. It's panhandling. Now, are we gonna solve panhandling? No, we ain't gonna solve it. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna step them panhandlers' game up a little bit. All right? If you were a panhandler, you got a panhandler in your family, go ahead and write this shit down. Everybody's got a panhandler in their family. I got a 16-year-old one at the fucking house, but she's got a little better than most panhandlers because she just calls her grandma. But here's how you gonna do it. The first thing you gotta do, which most of the panhandlers here in Texarkana got this shit down, is you wanna dress fucked up, not unlike my buddy Dan Edmonds right over there. And you want to look disheveled and all that. But this is where they get kind of fucked up. They got the same signs that say family in need, sick relative, all that shit, all right? Here's what you do. First step is you go down to the pound. You adopt the cutest little dog you can get, name it something Scruffy or whatever. What do you, oh, yeah. All right, just bear with me. Second step is you need a target-rich environment. I suggest the Walmart neighborhood market down there off of Richmond and Moores Lane. Third step, and this is important, is you're gonna need a charcoal grill and some lighter fluid. You're gonna set up camp, all right? Get the charcoal going. You got Scruffy right there. You're looking fucked up like Dan Edmonds, all right? Now, this is where it's fucking important. You don't want that fucked up sign that's the handwriting's all messed up and the font's too small. You want to make your shit clear, all right? Charcoal's growing, Scruffy's right there. This is what your sign says. I don't want to eat my best friend tonight. But I'm not jerking off the dishwasher at Golden Corral for another piece of fucked up meatloaf and cold mashed potatoes. $400 or Scruffy's on the pit tonight. That's it. Now, those are easily solvable problems. Another situation you might find yourself in is being around a hard-headed person. I do a lot of golf, and one of our golfing buddies, he was sick for, I don't even know, like 7 or 8 months. Wouldn't even go to the doctor. We got plenty of doctors to play golf with. I said, well, fuck, don't you go see Dr. Witt? Oh, fuck with the doctors. He sounded like his voice is all fucked up, sounded like the singer from the Oak Ridge Boys. And finally we talked to him and said, go see fucking Dr. Witt, he'll straighten you out. So he's in there to see Dr. Witt. Dr. Witt shines flashlight down his throat, just looking at his lab results. He goes, man, I just don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. He says, I'm gonna have to give you a full body examination. So he stripped down, and Dr. Witt spins around and says, oh shit, I see the problem right now. What is it, Doc? He says, you're toting too much dick right there. He says, look at that, it's the whole leg you toting around. He says, well, what are we gonna do, Doc? Well, we got to cut about 3 inches out of the middle of that son of a bitch and sew it back together. But what's important is no trick fucking or beating off for at least 2 weeks. All right, Doc. So the surgery goes great. He comes back in there in a month, and he's happy as Lord. He says, Dr. Witt, my voice is back. He says, my wife, she's happy too. He says, sex is comfortable for her now. He says, letting me rear up on her 2 or 3 times a week. Life is great. So I just got one question. He says, what'd you do with that part of my dick you cut out? Oh, Dr. Witt looked at him straight in the eye and said, yeah, it's around here somewhere. Now me and my wife's a good Christian lady, and she doesn't enjoy the same kind of humor as me. And we were in the living room the other day. I think this was last week or week before. And we got the television, that's kind of background noise. And we're both finger fucking our phones looking at shit. And my wife says, oh goodness, did you see what Marcia posted on Facebook? I said, no, I don't reckon I did. Oh, it's so funny. Let me read it to you. My friend went on the Dolly Parton diet. Her friend's name's Joe, like you. Yeah. Guess what? Joe got Jolene. Jolene, get it, Jolene? Isn't that funny? I said, yeah, baby, that's funny. And she's looking at me, and she can read me like a cheap novel. So I guess she saw my body language. She goes, oh, I guess if nobody's getting jerked off or there's not some profanity, it's just not funny to you. Is that what it is? I said, no, baby, this ain't my style. So, Redbone, tonight to close, what I'd like to do is I'd like to tell y'all a clean joke just to prove to my wife that I could be funny with no profanity. Now, this joke, you're going to want to hang on to it, store it in your memory, because you're going to feel comfortable sharing this at family functions, church gatherings, whatever. And here's how it goes. Young girl, about 5, 6 years old, is spending the weekend with her grandma. Grandma's getting big plans to take her ass to the Tyler Zoo, right? So, I get messed up about something, and Grandma says, baby, we want to be first in line at that zoo, so why don't you just jump in the shower, take a shower with Grandma, and we'll hit the zoo wide ass open. Okay, Grandma. So they're taking a shower, and the little girl looks up between Grandma's legs and says, Grandma, what's that? Grandma says, that's my beaver, honey. She said, okay. So they go to the zoo and see the pandas and all that shit. I told you it's going to be clean. You can edit that cuss word out. That wasn't really necessary. They go see the pandas and all that stuff, and they come back, fast forward 2 weeks. The little girl's back with her mama, and they're in a bind to get somewhere. And the mama says, come on, just jump in the shower with me. So the little girl, take a shower, mama. Says, points up between mama's legs, says, Mama, what's that? Mama says, it's my beaver, honey. Says, guess what, Mama? Says, what, baby? Grandma's got a beaver, too. She says, I know, baby. Said, Grandma's must be dead because its tongue's hanging out. All right, Red Boom. Thank y'all.